to
Oh, sure.
Hawaiian style.
Yes.
It's different from the Maori.
Yes, it is. Hawaiian tattooing is still popular. Okay. It died out, of course. There was a long period, and some of the Hawaiians during this Renaissance that I mentioned have wanted to bring it back, and so they've had to search for symbols to do that. There have been 3 primary sources for those symbols. Actually 4, I guess. Some of them use petroglyph symbols. No, a little more than that. Some of them use old tapa-cloth symbols. Some of them use symbols from a book by a Hawaiian who wrote about esoteric knowledge, whose name was Leinani Melville. And he included a lot of symbols in his book, including one version of the 7-pointed star that my family used. Let's see. There are those. And, oh yes, there was a man named James Churchward who wrote a series of books on Mu, which he placed in the Pacific. And in the course of writing about those books, he included a lot of symbols that he believed were symbols of ancient Mu. And I know some Hawaiians who have used those symbols for tattoos.
What was his first name?
James. Right. Wrote a whole series of books.
What is the purpose of tattooing? It's sort of
Premise of the
purpose in Hawaii of tattooing, the status symbol?
Oh, tattoo. Today's different from the old days. Today, the tattooing is kind of like a statement of Hawaiianness. Okay, but that's today. In the old days, tattooing was used for identification. One example, there were a slave caste called the Kauwa, and they had a special type of tattoo on the forehead to identify them. And the warriors of one of the famous chiefs, Kahekili, were tattooed black down one whole side of their body. That was their identification. So they would instantly be known and feared in battle. Some of the Hawaiians, a few modern, and I know some ancient ones also, would use the tattoos as a repository of knowledge, as symbols for various kinds of knowledge. So, there were a lot of different reasons for doing it.